Hello, my name is Sunny Sassaman, and I am a mediator, and I currently reside in Portland, Oregon. If you are responsible for a business or organization, having a plan when crisis or some interruption to your normal business operations occurs can be the difference between success and failure. This plan is referred to FEMA as a business continuity plan. Now, you might be wondering why a mediator is talking to you about emergency management. Well, over the last 20 years, I have been working as a mediator, but I also have had the opportunity to serve as a reservist for FEMA. And I have been in a position to see firsthand the impact that natural disasters can have on individuals, communities, and businesses. And as a mediator, I do know the more prepared we can be, the less conflict we'll have, and the less uncertainty we'll have around that. So being prepared is kind of key to minimizing inevitable conflict when disasters and events occur. This year, 2020, has been quite the year. So I think you probably understand what it is that I'm talking about. So I want to share with you my screen, which gives a little outline about what a business continuity plan looks like. And it's basically being prepared operationally in times of disaster and crisis. Now, I did not create this business continuity plan. All the credit goes to FEMA, and these were resources that are available publicly to anybody. And later on, I do have a slide with those resource links. So the first phase of a business continuity plan is that readiness and preparedness. It's being prepared for that inevitable event or threat that impacts your business operations. It could be a temporary impact, it could be a long-term impact, and also that will be determined by the type of business or organization that you're operating. So it's having a lot of conversations up front, including really all of your employees. It's looking at your HR policies and talking with your security and safety advisors, your IT department, your facilities manager. These are all folks that are key to helping prepare a plan that will work if and when that event occurs. So the next two phases, phase 2 and 3, is that activation of phase 1 when that event does occur. And phase 3 is some level of continuity of operations. When we get to phase 4, that's a reconstitution phase. And reconstituting means bringing back to some level of operations that's a little bit closer to where you were before, maybe in stages, or it may be being able to come all the way back online. It depends on what the situation and the scenarios are. And this also will involve having a lot of conversations, because the first element of that is going to be bringing the key people. Again, looking at your HR policies, talking to your IT department, looking at your facilities. For a pandemic situation, we're looking at social distancing. So do we have the facility capacity to be able to bring people in? Or how are we working with telework? Do we have enough PPE? So a lot of these scenarios are probably very fresh in your mind right now. It's a lot of conversations, and it's bringing people together to come up with a solid plan and to make sure that we're communicating both out and inward what the plan is and the things that need to be done in order to be successful. Now, what is the role of a mediator? And I'm not going to assume that you've ever worked with one, but I hope that if you have, it's been a good experience, because we're neutral. We're there to hold the vessel, the process of this communication, decision-making that needs to take place. And these are very critical, important conversations. So we will help you work through this with all the people that need to be there. So owners and stakeholders and business partners, maybe the state officials or local businesses that you collaborate with or support, or that you rely on them, they rely on you. So a lot of people to work through all these different steps. And my role as a mediator, is to help keep you focused on problem solving and brainstorming, and keep it more solution oriented so that you can work through the steps of these processes. Now, mediators are usually associated with when there's conflict. Now, conflict can be good, conflict could be detrimental. And conflict before a crisis, or even just thinking about a crisis and planning for it, and certainly after, as you are working to reconstitute your business, people are going to have different ideas. They're also going to have a lot of fear, maybe. They might be feeling very emotional during this process, especially if it's been some sort of natural disaster where they've maybe personally been highly impacted, or there's a lot of emotions going on. So as a mediator, we can help normalize both the conflicts and then the emotion that the individuals are feeling. And managing the conflict means not stopping the process. So we work through it, but we keep moving forward. And I will help you create that written plan. And this plan is a living document. It's not a document that you just write out and you throw it on the shelf. It's one that you have accessible to everyone in your organization, so everybody knows what the plan is. And you continue to review it to look at the things that worked really well, but also where are some missed opportunities and things you would like to do better next time. So we're there to support you through all phases, including that continuous improvement process. Resources. Again, I highly recommend looking at your local emergency management agencies, as well as FEMA.gov. There's a YouTube video that FEMA put together that really demonstrates simply the difference between having a business continuity plan and not having one. Ready.gov is another resource. And if you're curious what the template looks like for a business continuity plan, there's the planning template link if you want to go visit that. And that's also found at FEMA.gov. So the next step is really just being prepared, no matter where you are in the process, because this will help reduce conflict and uncertainty. I offer a free consultation, and I also welcome you to reach out to me because I want to hear where you're at and what are the challenges you've had, and maybe find a way that if it's not me to support you, maybe some other resource that can help you get to where you want to be and navigate the challenges you're having right now. So you can reach out to me via email, sunny@mediationservicesllc.net, or pick up the phone and call me at 503-773-2173. Thank you for taking time today to listen to this, and I wish you well, and please stay safe.